It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
And welcome to the realm of geekdom. This is Nerd Breaking News. Adam Driver is stepping into the MCU. We're going to talk about that. But before we do, make sure you go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that bell before you miss any of our episodes. And here we are. Adam Driver is Magneto. Let's go ahead and go straight to the ego. What is your take on this news?
Well, this took me by surprise. This morning, I was just drinking my coffee and I get a notification and this pops up and I just spilled my coffee. Like, what is going on? What are we doing? I was just very surprised. I was not expecting this. I'm feeling I'm not the only one who was expecting this so soon. I think we're still on the verge of like trying to get excited about Doomsday, what's going on with Marvel. Spidey's coming up soon and they threw this out of nowhere. I don't know why. I do know this, Marvel, and I know this because of the professor. We know that Marvel is already thinking about the next 3 or 4 years. And the whole new IP that they got from Fox was the X-Men. So there's no void to fill. They have everything that they need. They have a new IP that they can play around. So, good thing that we still have Spidey and everybody else. You guys are good, but we can tap it into the X-Men world. And I guess they're doing it right now. Now, here's the thing. We're going to get more news in 2 to 3 weeks, right, kid? Because we're going to get the event Comic-Con.
We got Comic-Con next week with the Doomsday trailer premiere, and then we got Spidey in 2 weeks.
There we go. So I think the timing is perfect. I was just not expecting it. And also because of who he is, Adam Driver Magneto. Like, I don't know. You should listen. I'll say this: with it happened with DC and Batman Part 2, right? That there was a character that was supposed to be, or the rumor was that he was supposed to play, character A, and out of nowhere it's like, no, it's character B, right? So should we give a little weight to this news? I'm gonna be inclined to say no. I think it's too soon. I think, is he auditioning? Is he interested in the role? Is his agent trying to send some waves around? Whether are they gauging the interest of the fans? Oh, I would love Adam Driver to be Magneto. Does he fit the mold? Mm-hmm. I think that's in the state that we're at right now. But from I don't know. I don't see it. I've seen Adam Driver. First of all, he's Kylo Ren. I don't know. In my eyes, he's Kylo Ren. And he's making this transition from don't look now, but in the multiverse, I'm actually Magneto. Oh, well, listen, I don't know. I don't see it. It's just too strange for me. So that's where I'm at. I don't know if it's actually going to be the case.
Yeah, well, what's your take here? Because I know you're a big X-Men fan.
Here's the thing. I love Adam Driver. I think he's a great actor outside of Star. These Star Wars fans are annoying. Yeah, Kylo was trash. We get it. He was my favorite character in the Disney sequel. But that's because the bar was so low that everybody was trash, that Kylo Ren was the best one there. He's also the best actor there. So he's a great actor. Here's the problem. So we're going to go, Adam Driver is going to go from somewhere in Disney, Department Star Wars, and make a left turn, Department MCU. Is that what we're doing? There's no other actor that we could have gone to play Magneto. And again, I love Adam Driver. I'm not hating on Adam Driver. I'm just saying that Disney, you did it to me once with the New Hope Awakens, and you're doing it to me again. Because when you hyped up Kylo Ren was so hyped up before that damn episode 7 that when I saw episode 7, he was crying like a little bitch with a little lightsaber going like that. I was like, all right, fuck this guy. He looks still cool. It's just F the character. I'm not gonna let Marvel do this to me again, or Disney really. It's not Marvel. Mm-hmm. They're not gonna hype me up and be like, first of all, how's he gonna work? Magneto always had white hair. I can't. If he go show up with Magneto, he's like, I'm already 25 years old. No, we have a problem. He needs to be Silver Fox Magneto. He can't be Michael Fassbender Magneto. What are we doing over here? Mm-hmm. especially after we've seen X-Men 97. You can't do that.
I was going to say that.
You can't go, oh, he's 35 years old and he's learning how to be Magneto. We just have prime Magneto over here. What are we doing? I keep telling you guys, X-Men 97 is the death of the MCU X-Men because we're seeing the epitome of the X-Men and we're going to see trash now. Here's the problem with Magneto for the Professor goes. It's not really Magneto. I love the character and I love Adam Driver. It's Disney. They're going to get me. I'm not going to let them get me because if I allow myself to like this casting, they're going to get me. You know how they're going to get me, guys? Here comes Magneto. Here comes Adam Driver, the master of magnetism. And then we make a left turn and Professor X is played by Ray. Here we go. You got me again. Because she destroyed him in Star Wars. She's going to destroy him in MCU. I'm not going to let Disney get me again. Go ahead, Belle. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, watch me completely destroy this theory. I can tell you that Adam Driver is not Magneto, and I'm going to tell you why. There is no way that in this current climate that Marvel will cast a non-Jewish person as Magneto. And I'm not saying, like, I'm not trying to get into the politics of it, but there's just no way. And when you're considering that Robert Downey is still on payroll and Adam Driver probably signed his deal at the same time, it would have made a lot more sense for Adam Driver to be Doctor Doom and Robert Downey to be Magneto. Lot more sense. No, that's just no. Second reason why it's not true is because supposedly Patrick Wilson is Professor Xavier. The wrinkle, though, is that he's older than Adam Driver is. So you're going to have an old Professor Xavier and a young Magneto? That'll make no sense. And third, when you're looking at it, just know he's going to have the helmet on and be like, I'm going to destroy you, X-Men. Like, no. Fourth, when you're looking at the comic books, they're pretty dead set on Magneto being an anti-hero now. They're not interested in doing villain Magneto anymore in any capacity anywhere. That is done. Which leads me to my conclusion that Adam Driver is probably actually Bastion instead. When you look at his little goatee and you look at his little hair, if you dye all of that white and you slick it back here, you cut off here and you let it grow down a little bit, there you have it. And when you're looking at the Bastion character, part of what they left out of the cartoon is that Bastion is a whole bunch of different characters, which is something that Adam Driver might actually find interesting. So I do think he's the villain of the movie. I just don't think he's Magneto. And I think that if you're looking at a picture of Bastion right next to a picture of Magneto, I can see how you could get them confused if you don't know your comic book characters. So somebody probably said, he's playing a white-haired character who wears purple and red. It must be Magneto. Nah, it's the other guy. And when you're thinking about it, that would give you a series of movies that's a lot more interesting than what you've already seen. And my last point is, because we know Marvel loves nostalgia so much, at a certain point, they will probably end up bringing Michael Fassbender back. Because that's what Marvel does. No one stays gone. Eventually, in 5 years, nostalgia for the 90s X-Men will be back. And they'll have Fassbender and McAvoy back again. And guess what? You can't do that if you keep on recasting all these characters. So no, I highly doubt that Adam Driver is Magneto.
What's your reaction, kid, to that? Because I think that's actually really fascinating.
I think that as much as the professor makes compelling arguments, I think the MCU is giving you so many hints that they are going to recast the X-Men. They are. They have to. Because once, I know, I get it, but once Sadie Sink, which is the worst kept secret of Marvel, and it gets announced in 2 weeks when we all watch Spidey, and she goes, oh, that's Jean Grey. I'm going to be like, Professor, that's a wrap. Because
you're right.
You got a 22-year-old Jean Grey.
You're right.
Now, to her, Adam Driver looks like he's 60.
That's what I'm saying.
but that's the argument. You're gonna get you're gonna get. Why isn't Jean Grey in the poster of that Doomsday? Because she's in Spidey.
She's in space.
She's in Spidey. And so, as much as me and you don't want this, the MCU's not dumb. We need people for the next 10 years to be X-Men. We can't have the OGs. Cool. We're gonna get this Adam Driver, who's in his 40s. So I think they are. I think, unfortunately, they are going to recast, and we'll finally get the real Wolverine. But anyways, that's beside.
He's still on payroll. That's the one you're not going to get.
No, I think you are, because I think him and Deadpool have their own little thing going on the side. They're going to do their own Matt Reeves thing on the side, and they're going to get the real Wolverine. My opinion.
Dangerous to go alone.
All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Tell us what you think about the new theories out here. Do you agree with the professor, or do you agree with the kid? Do you actually see Adam Driver as Magneto? Let us know down there in the comments below. And then make sure you keep your fandom alive and your world drop engaged. Until next time, fellow nerds, this is Nerd Breaking News.